So I guess some of you might have questioned, we have a national team, then what is the ProcyclingSG for? Well, the ProcyclingSG is a transition academy. What we meant by that is that, it's not so easy being where we are to just convert just like that into a professional cyclist. I guess it takes time, right, Shane, for people to gradually build themselves, either physically as well as mentally, to gradually progress to become a professional rider. So I guess it does help with a transition academy where people can come in and explore and learn and gradually shift their focus and confidence to gradually become sure that this is the pathway that they want to take to be a professional cyclist. Because people don't change overnight. Am I right to say that, Shane?
Yeah, you're correct, Adrian. And I think by using a vehicle such as ProcyclingSG to really stimulate the pathway is very important. And we're all individuals. So some people might take 2 or 3 years of adaptation. Other people may take 5 or 6 years of adaptation. And that's the exciting part of it as well. I mean, if we're all the same, life would be pretty boring, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So people are different. People react to different things in different ways. So we're adaptable, and we'll adjust accordingly to the individual.
So Shane, one of the key highlights of ProcyclingSG is that we have direct link with Greenedge, which will provide the racing part where we can connect to different races in training camps as well. So maybe we can talk a bit about that in terms of that engagement with Greenedge.
Yeah, obviously there's a really good relationship with Greenedge, and we have an MOU with Greenedge and Singapore Cycling Federation, and so what that does assist us with professional development. Again, it's about developing people, from mechanics, masseurs, coaches, sport directors. Everybody needs to be looking and ambitious and receiving professional development. But also an exciting part of it is we're starting a mentor program with some of the Greenedge riders to our Singaporean riders, not just ProcyclingSG, but mentorship to riders within the national training squad. So that's an exciting element. We'll be looking at various VIP events during the year where we cross, for example, live to the Tour of Italy or Tour de France, where we engage with the Greenedge sport directors and riders. So again, not just all about ProcyclingSG, but also involving the community in that as well. So, I think it's pretty exciting, isn't it, when we have a lot of initiatives that we're going to lay out over this next period and explain, our direction. But very much ProcyclingSG I see as a really important component of the pathway because young riders that have ambition have to strive to achieve, to get in the ProcyclingSG as a vehicle to go on, and also for the general cycling community to bring them along the journey with us.
Awesome. What is the difference between a transition academy and, by the way, 2023 we're going to register a continental team, and why do we need to do that? So maybe Shane would like to elaborate on this strategy.
Sure, Adrian. I mean, bearing in mind that we've spoken about using this as a pathway, bearing in mind that we're spoken about community engagement, getting the community on board and to understand what we're doing, because the last thing we want to be known as is an elitist group. So the word academy here becomes critical, because that's a crossover between the Singapore Cycling Federation, it is a Singapore Cycling Federation program, and ProcyclingSG. So I think, again, by building the profile, by having the community on board, building the profile to go to the next step, which is, as we've identified, becoming a continental team in 2023, really makes the pathway more realistic. So, I think there is, and certainly we're looking at not just under 23 male road riders, but you've included females, and we're excited about that. And we're excited about doing a female campaign as well in the future, because we believe that has a lot of potential. And also we've included other disciplines.
Yeah.
So it's very much in the early stages of this academy, but the foundations have been set. So I think we're off to a good start, a realistic start.
Yeah, exciting, Shane. Yeah, so Shane was suggesting in the strategy that we have to embrace diversity, which includes women and different disciplines, mountain bike, cross country, Olympic, not just the road program. And I think you have really mentioned clearly that it's an academy, it's not really a racing team. So as an academy, we embrace diversity and also to instill a culture of inclusiveness. I think currently we have 4 riders that is in the ProcyclingSG Academy. We have Riyadh. Riyadh is the cross-country mountain bike national cyclist, and is also a national champion for cross-country. He is also part of the road squad. So Riyadh is a pretty talented guy, I would say, and he has thought about this seriously and want to give it a go to make cycling a profession. So I think this is where ProcyclingSG Academy sits in really nicely for him as a platform. And we have Chelsea. Chelsea used to be a pre-teens teacher, and she had decided to commit and using ProcyclingSG Academy as a platform to see how she can eventually evolve to become a professional cyclist. We have another young lad by the name of Hong Yang. Hong Yang is 19 years of age, he's still studying, but he's really passionate and really want cycling to be a viable option for him to turn professional. So again, we have 3 passionate guys. And lastly, we have Darren. So Darren is 23 this year and is studying sports science and management, Shane. So he's seriously thinking, after his graduation, he would like to commit certain part of his life into cycling, and this is where, the academy comes in to give him that platform. Yeah.
Look, I think, Adrian, it's a really good start. There's 4 at the moment, so it's a quality group, and we will, with a lot of good work, be building those numbers over the next period of time. It's not just also training on the bike, it's a holistic program. So for example, when we had the NTS camp, we had them doing video clips for profiling to help with their own individual profile, but also the profile of cycling. And I remember when we started the Greenedge project, the owner of Greenedge, Mr. Jerry Ryan, kept reminding me that we're in the entertainment industry. The product is cycling, so content is really important. So by the holistic point of view, and we have many stakeholders, government organisations, but we're also trying to build a lot of commercial partners as well. And we're really very appreciative of what our current commercial partners are doing in assisting our journey. And we're hoping to build the profile of ProcyclingSG to gain more partners in the future.
Interesting. I like that part where you say that it is an entertainment industry. Indeed, it is.
Yeah, I think sometimes we can all be too serious, can't we? And and it is serious. So you've got to make it entertaining, and it's part of developing the person and getting to know the character of the person. So I see as social media content being a pretty important, just as good, not as good as winning a stage in the Tour de France, but not far behind it.
So for you guys out there listening to this, if you are aspiring to be a professional cyclist, and this is something that is really your passion, I guess the first step to do is to join the national training squad. Wait for our open selection trials come in. And once you are in the national training squad, I guess Shane and myself will start to evaluate you. And we will see, eventually if you're really serious about becoming a full-time professional cyclist, then I think this is where ProcyclingSG Academy is the right platform for you to excel.
Yeah, certainly be a very good start, Adrian.